What's up, good people? What's up, chat? What's up, world? It's your man Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Man, I appreciate everybody that's here, everybody that was here yesterday. Understand we'll be going live every morning this month to start the year off right. Get your mindset right. And if you were here yesterday, we covered the topic of keeping yourself priority. And I practice what I preach, right? You got to. Otherwise, you're a false prophet. So I practice what I preach and I kept myself the priority, starting off with the right mindset. And yesterday, I was able to get so much done that I was exhilarated by how much I was able to do, right? I talked to who I wanted to, not to who I had to. I assembled and put things together that has been sitting around for 2 years now. 2 years now. Stuff that I've been asked to do. I was able to fix some things. Man, I just knocked so much off of my list, that was built up procrastination just by keeping myself priority. What is it that I want to do? What is it that I need to do? And that was the message for yesterday. So today, oh man, we're going to get good. We're going to get good. Okay. Today, you know what? I got a video to share you. I got a video to share to you. And what's awesome is, okay, I want to ask you, put it in the chat, put it in the comments. What is the number one excuse that people use? What is the number one excuse that people use? Put it in the chat. What is the number one excuse? This is killing your success in any and every area. This is causing procrastination. This is causing low self esteem. This is causing the failure and victim mentality. This is causing you to not to lose, man, to for you to not achieve what it is that you want in life. What is it? What is this number one, the most common excuse that people use? Let me know in the comments, right? No, my camera didn't go out. Mm-mm. My camera said not this morning. There we go. All right. So the number one excuse that people use is it's not that I have kids. I feel like that should be more of a motivator because you want to provide for your kids. You want to show your kids, right from wrong and be the example. I feel like that should be more of a motivator than an excuse as to why not. But that's not the number one excuse. Um, what's the number one excuse? The number one excuse is I don't have time. Man. And the thing about this type of excuse is it's quite logical, right? It's quite logical. It's quite logical. So let me share this with you guys real quick. Taking our time this morning. Technology ain't technology. Come on now.
Time is never an excuse. Here is why. The most common excuse people give is there is not enough time for me. They claim they would love to start a company, learn an instrument, or write a book, but there aren't enough hours in the day. When you want something bad enough, you squeeze out a few hours regardless of your obligations. The truth is that most people just don't want it bad enough. It's all about priorities. Hence, they protect their ego with excuse of time. It's entirely your responsibility to make your dreams come true because a perfect time never really arrives. Share this video with your friend who always tell you that I don't have enough time.
Right? I love that video. Simple, straight to the point. And yes, saying that I do not have enough time is an excuse. It's an excuse. It's a logical excuse for a lot of people because it makes sense, right? I don't have enough time. I just got so much to do. We all do. As adults, even as children, you're busy, right? But do you want to be busy or do you want to be productive? Do you want to be busy or do you want to be productive? So I came across this excuse a few times and I realized that it's really within that crunch time, end of the year, go getter mentality. It's time to work. You don't got time for nothing else, but everything else is calling on you too. You got the holidays, you got your family, everybody wants your attention. And it's like, what do I do? I don't have enough time for any of these things, right? Well, you do, right? And one of the things that helped me with this, right, is I started documenting what do I do, how much time it takes, and what do I need to do, and how much time should it take, right? I started writing it down, bro. I started writing it down of where's my time going? Because time, if you ask me, is the most valuable asset. You spend time, it's an investment, right? So I I was like, yo, I don't have time to do all the things. And it wasn't true. What really was happening was I was creating more weight, more heaviness, more mental pressure by focusing on what it is that I want and need to do versus just doing what I want and need to do. I know it seems simple. I know it seems simple, but check this out, right? So I was okay, like I said, it's crunch time. I'm working 16-hour days minimum. My days would start at 6 a.m. It would start in the dark of the morning, and I don't get off until the dark of the night. I would go between 16 to 18 hours a day. You think about that. There's 24 hours in a day. I'm clocked in for 18, right? I don't have that's not factoring in travel time. That's another hour. It's 19 hours. It's 5 hours left in the day to eat, sleep, and anything else. Anything else, right? I checked my time card, and by Wednesday, I had already accrued 50 hours. By Wednesday, huh? Working like crazy. So it's easy and it's excusable to say, I don't have time for anything else. If you only got 5 hours, that's sleep. You're supposed to be asleep for at least 4, 5, hmm, 6. They say 8. But I was like, yo, when I was in that mind frame of I don't have time, I was stressing. I was going crazy. I was like, forget work. I'm not feeling enjoyment. fulfillment. I have to wait to see the result of my work, got to wait for that paycheck. So I got to wait to see the result of my work. And it's never going to feel like, if you're in that frame of mind, it's never going to feel like enough. Even though my checks were bigger, it still didn't feel like enough. It's not coming fast enough. It's not doing what it's supposed to. I'm not getting any fulfillment from it because of this frame of mind. So that number one excuse is I don't have time. But then I got tired, and I do this quite quickly because I'm human. I know I'm the mindset coach. I'm the mindset portion of FMF. Shout out to FMF podcast. But I'm human too. So I do get tired. I do get upset. I do get to a point where I'm like, forget this, man. I don't feel like doing this anymore, right? I'm doing all this work for what? And I see it seems pointless. I don't have time to do anything else. So I got in that mind frame, but I didn't stay there quickly because I acknowledged, like, okay, so what you gonna do about it? Oh, now it's time for action. Well, the main thing that I could do is change my mental towards I don't have time. I need to get rid of that excuse. Because even if I work an 18-hour day and I want to get 4 hours of sleep, I still have an hour. Hello? I still have an hour to do something. What that something is, I just need to be intentional about it. My wife say I'm insane. She said, you being a psycho right now, because even if I had to go to sleep, I had to be at work at 6, right, a.m. I would get up at 4:30 a.m. And she's like, what are you doing? You need to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, but the things that I see for me, my purpose, for me to be even come to you guys live now, all of this setup, all this behind the scenes, everything that I got going on that I'm driven to do, that I feel like must be done, it must be done. It fuels me. So one of the ways that you can get rid of this excuse of I don't have time is actually, here we go. Keep yourself priority. What is it that you truly want? Because everything that you want can be brought into fruition through your work. You have to work towards it. You have to fight for you. This is keeping yourself priority. Right? So it fueled me. It didn't drain me. It didn't make me tired to do the things that I sought for myself. That was purposeful, that's meaningful to me. No. So yes, I was willing to get up at 4:30 a.m., right? I got up and I do a little bit before I go to work. That's prioritizing myself. Do my work first, then go do their work. Then I can come back. I don't have to worry about rushing, running behind. I can do that 18 hours and go, go straight to sleep, knowing that I'm gonna get up and start with me. Hello? Time is no longer an excuse. If y'all here right now, y'all see what time it is. It's early AM. That's because I gotta be at work later on this morning. How many of us work a 9 to 5? How many of us, our jobs demand our time, right? Most jobs are from morning to afternoon, evening, right? And most of us start our day off, push that alarm clock. Oh, don't feel like going to work. Get up straight to necessity, and the whole time you in that frame of mind of I don't want, I don't like, I wish I could stay in the bed. I wish I could. You honestly don't even want to stay in the bed. You just rather not start your day off with this necessity of I have to. A lot of us are not at a job that we feel is purposeful, meaningful, that's fulfilling to us, right? We just there for that check. What pays the most? Even college. You go into a lot of people choose their careers based off what pays the most, not what they actually love and are passionate about and feel is purposeful. So your time is continuously going to stuff that you don't seem worthy. Hello? Somebody gonna catch that message. And I was like, yo, the difference is I actually love my work. I was going crazy because I like y'all cannot be serious. Like you want this much time from me every day, you know. Um and was asking for more. But I was like, yo, I had to change my mind to prioritize myself and say, yo, it ain't about not having time. It's what are you doing with the time that you have? Even if it's just an hour a day, what can you do with that hour? Now, most of you, truth be told, your time is not that constrained, right? Your time is not that constrained. And I want to help you all. I want to help you all by giving you a tool, by giving you a tool that I used, that I created, right? I want to give you all a tool that I use, that I created to be able to manage your time better. I want you to do better with your time this year, 2024. Please, link in the description, link at the bottom, link in the chat. Get the AIM 24-hour calendar for just $1. Just $1. You can get the AIM 24-hour calendar. This is a tool that I use to manage my time. How I used it, I started off, okay, mandatory work, right? How many hours of sleep? When do you sleep? I started getting on a sleep schedule, right? And you put those things in. And what you realize is, right, most of us work 8-hour days and you want 8 hours of sleep. That's 16 hours out of 24 hours. You still got a whole 8. So what else do you want or need to do? And you can plug it in. You have time frames. So for me, I'm an entrepreneur, of course. I'm a streamer. I'm here on YouTube. I'm a content creator. I do all of these things in the background, right? I need to schedule. This is still work. It's purposeful, but this is still work. I need to schedule these things and put a time frame on it. When you put a time frame on stuff, it triggers the mind to put within this time, this is all I'm focusing on. This is all I'm doing. And what usually happens is it doesn't take all of the time that you've allotted to do the task. That's where my mindset switched. Hello. So once I switched that mentality, once I started writing down, I realized, man, I still have a lot of time. Do the thing, right? Take the emotion out of it, everything. Just do the thing. This is the time for it. I don't have to try to figure out when I'm gonna do it or, when it feels like and whatnot. Take everything, all of the excuse work out of it. So I could just do the action. And then when I do it, it didn't take as long. Like I only got an hour to schedule these emails, to create this thumbnail, to edit this post, and to respond to comments. Like I did everything in 20 minutes. Oh my goodness! You mean to tell me that I've done that work and I could chill. I got the time for it. Man, 18-hour day, I'm ready for it because I still can get done what I need to get done. It's usually not that big of a task to do. We just overthink it and put so much weight on it that we wind up procrastinating because we're thinking about what to do so much instead of just doing the thing. And when you write it out, like say for instance, you use this 24-hour calendar, right? And it's for every day, 7 days a week. And say for instance, you like me and you only have that pocket of an hour a day. Then you'll see that you have 7 hours throughout that week. So today, this is what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, this is what I'm going to do. The next day, and so forth, right? And you schedule it. And it's like, oh man, I've done my week's worth of work in 2 days. Now I have 5 hours. Throughout the week, I have 5 hours to myself. For me, I always be like, well, what else could I do? And that's normal, a normal mentality. Is like, what else I could do? What else I could do to I want to see what else I could do um instead of just chilling, because I always think about preparation, which is another topic we're going to discuss this month. I always think about preparation, and if I could get this week done in 2 hours, then I could get next week done in 2 hours too, and I just so forth and so on. But at some point, you got to have a cutoff so that you're actually enjoying your time. I'm a work in progress too, guys. Hey, you know. But yeah, man, if that's if that's how you want to be, if you truly feel like you don't have time, get the 24-hour calendar, link in the bottom, link in the chat, link in the description. It's just $1. You have $1 to invest in yourself. It's a PDF. How I use it, what I know is writing things down sets it apart from just visualization, from typing. You need to actually write it down. So how I use it is it's a PDF. I print this out. I print this out. You only need one sheet for the week. I print it out and I use that sheet for the week. I use the time frames, date it, right? And this is also something that I use that I could go back to say, hey, this is all of what I've done this week. You know, did I stay true to my time? Because people, I'm telling you, people only value you as much as you value yourself. So, did I stay true to my time? Because within this, it becomes like a light seriousness. Like it's lightweight, but you focus, you steadfast focus. So people are going to see that, people are going to be drawn to that, people are going to come to you for what is it that you could attribute to me. So be prepared for opportunities to come your way, but every opportunity is not an opportunity. A lot of them are distractions. The best ones are distractions, huh? The best distractions come as opportunities. Let me rephrase that. So if you want if you want to better manage your time, right? And actually be focused, be driven, and get the results that you want, no matter what you got going on, you can realize that you actually have time to do stuff. Because when you just operating off a whim, you can get lost. I know, and y'all can share if y'all experience this, but with my wife, we really enjoy quality time. That's her love language, right? Quality time. And it was I could be there with her. You could be just chilling on the couch watching something cool, and I'll just get an idea. I'll just get a thought of what else I could do, and I'll just pick up my phone and start working. Because I'm like, shoot, it's a perfect time. It's not a perfect time because now I'm not spending quality time with her. Now it's her over there and me over here versus us spending time together. So you not being in control of your time could make you feel like this is the only time that I have to do anything, and it can mess with your relationships. It can mess with your mental. It can mess with so much more by you just operating on a whim and not even noticing it, right? Because it's not like I was doing anything bad or doing anything wrong. I'm being productive. I gotta work. I didn't got in those arguments before. But no, what you're doing is disrupting your relationship, Trey. Talking to myself. What you're doing is disrupting your relationship by operating on a whim instead of creating a time. It's a time to do everything. There's a time for everything. This is why time is so important to me. And at that time, at that moment, the time was for you to spend with your woman. You took that time away to give it to the world. At that time, you showing her that the world is more important than her, and she's the one that's bringing you peace. Speaking to myself, and if any of you have dealt with anything like that, like, come on now, how many times, like, that's like the main drama in a family sitcom. It's the parent like not paying attention, like they there, but they're not paying attention to the kid. And at some point, the kid acknowledges it, and it's like it doesn't matter. You're not looking. You're not paying attention. You're on your phone. You're not going to listen to me. Months later, it's like, why don't my kid talk to me? Why don't my kid like me? It's because you've been showing your kid that they're not as important as whatever it is that you keep focusing on. Huh? And that's all because you're not managing your time. There's a time for everything. So get better with your time, right? Get better with your time. Grab this 24-hour calendar for just $1. You have $1, right? And get ahead of it. Get ahead of your time. Because that's another thing that happened when I started using this 24-hour calendar is I, one, realized how much time that I do have. Even if it's as little as an hour, huh? Even if it's as little as an hour, it's still a lot of time. It's still a lot of time to do something. It doesn't take that much time to do most of the things that we say we need to do, right? So get ahead of your time after you put down the mandatory work and sleep. That's really the main two. After you put down the mandatory, now you can start putting in, hello, keep yourself priority. Now you can start putting in what you want. There's a time to chill, a time to watch TV, a time for the game. I love playing the game. There's a time for cleaning. You always trust me. With me, it's never clean enough. I'm not like a germaphobe or nothing, but it's never clean enough. I got that drilled into me. So I always feel like I need to clean something before I can chill. It's 3 dishes in the sink. I need to do these real quick before I can turn the TV on. I always do that, and that's a mental thing that I'm working on. But yes, you have time, and it's a time for everything, and you have the time in the day. So we're getting rid of that excuse that there's never enough time. There's not enough hours in a day. If only I had more time. I don't have time. We're getting rid of that excuse in this 2024 because you do have time, you just don't notice it. So grab the 24-hour calendar for $1, right? Manage your time, write it out, see where your time is being invested, and make smarter investments, man. And make smarter investments. Once again, this AIM Live is sponsored by Shine Care Products. Go to shinecareproducts.com. It is Tuesday. They have the 2 for $20. Tuesday, you get you 2 jars. They have the scent of the month is already up there. Smells good, feels good, hydrating. Love, love, love Shine. Get your shine on. I'm looking forward to the next self-care Saturday that they put out on their emails. So sign up to the email list, sign up to the text, get you all types of deals. Man, you never know, they might have some flash sales, all of that good stuff, man. But thank you to Shine, and thank you all for being here. Much love. It's your man Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Start the year off right. Get in the right frame of mind. Get your mindset together. Keep yourself priority and manage your time better right now. All right. Much love.